Behind me here is the mighty Mekong. And for more than 800 kilometers, it forms the natural border between Thailand and Laos. And for the next few weeks, this beautiful stretch of water is going to be our guide as we explore this beautiful and underrated part of Southeast Asia. Along the way, I'll be stopping in small villages, exploring hidden corners of different provinces, and discovering stories of culture, history, food, and the incredible people who call this part of Thailand their home. So come and jump on my motorcycle and join me on this journey along the Mekong. Yeah, welcome back everybody. I'm really glad to see in the comments that you're enjoying this series. And so today we're going to continue our journey along the Mekong. This morning I woke up in Chiang in the province of Doyle, and I've just come up to this beautiful viewpoint to get a little bit of a lay of the land. As you can see, it looks gorgeous, but we've got to get a move on. So let's go. Villages all along the Mekong are just going to be so fun to explore, drive through, and sometimes even stay in as well. So this time of year in October, the Mekong is full, it's brown, and it's flowing fast, full of sediment and water from upstream into northern Laos and even into China, where the Mekong begins. And there is literally no better way to explore the Mekong than on your own little adventure bike. My trusty steed, Zelda. What is that? I love it. I honestly didn't expect just how close we would be driving along the Mekong. So there's the main road, which is called the 212, and that hugs the Mekong pretty tight, but every so often you can just take a little detour and come right along the water's edge. Now obviously, if it was flooding, all of this would be underwater, and in dry season, all of this would expose even more of the banks, some of the islands. In fact, just behind me there, that's the first island on the Mekong I've seen. And it's covered in heather and birds, looks beautiful. And these little footpaths here just seem to connect farm to farm to farm, so that the farmers here and the people who live right on the water's edge can maximize their yields and get as much of the nutrients from the water source, which is flowing right here, as possible. There is some scary looking storm clouds in the background, so I'm going to keep moving, but this is a joy. You've got to come up here. I am quickly learning that this region of Thailand is very special. Not only are there little towns and villages just perched in the most scenic turns of the river, but the laid-back atmosphere and the slower pace of life around here really helps me to slow down, take more of the surroundings in, and just to notice the little details that make this region so damn gorgeous. Of course, this area is susceptible to bad weather, just like anywhere else in Thailand. And so from time to time, I had to don the waterproofs and drive through some rain. Okay, it's amazing what Google Translate and 500 baht can get you here in rural Thailand. So we've been seeing these trucks. I'm not even sure that's the right word for them, but so I just was driving through this beautiful little village here and had a little stop, had a little think, zoomed in on Google Maps and found a place that looks like you can actually pay to sort of have a little adventure on one. And I think this will be a fun way to sort of learn about the local way of life up here on the Mekong. Okay, here's our trusty umbrella. What is this, the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? I love the way they've just rigged this together. So this is a lawnmower engine or something. And then it's connected and welded to this chassis. The back tyres are nice and chunky. There's also a platform here on the back for people to sit. The steering wheel looks to be taken from a little Jeep. There's a few pedals. He's got a handbrake. This looks fun. We're in business. I've done some strange, unique things in Thailand, but this one's going to be a memory I won't forget. I can already tell. This is going to be so fun. So yeah, we began by driving through the village and along the main road. We were headed towards a nearby stream, but en route it was just a great way to see the villagers working the land. After 10 minutes, we arrived at the stream's edge. Now let's see how this thing handles as we use the stream to get deeper into the forest. Okay, looks like we're going into the river. I was so surprised at how easy this wooden contraption took to the water. Here we go! And yes, it was bumpy as hell, but it was just such a great way to explore. I have to say, this is one of the most fun things I've ever done. It's so random. I didn't realize we were going to go this far downstream. What a great way to experience Thailand. Love it. And we just kept going deeper and further into the forest. Hold on! I didn't have a clue really where we were going, but I didn't care. This was just too much fun. Taxi! After we passed through some streams, we made it up into the rubber tree plantations. These beautiful trees are bled for their raw rubber sap, and it's a very profitable business actually, and something that you see a lot of here in rural Thailand. Deeper into the jungle we go. We're here, wherever here is. So it looks like there's a few other people here. This is so fun. Just park her anywhere you like, mate. What a machine of engineering. So, as you can see, there's a couple of other little tractors here. This is actually a little thing that you can do, guys, if you're in the area. This one's a bit bigger, isn't it? Look, it's got a huge engine, double platform. And yeah, I think people just jump on the tractor, come downstream, enjoy being out in the countryside. There's some ladies there cooking up a storm. You can pay a little bit extra and have some food. And then you can, steady cap. You can come and just hang out by the river, swim with your kids, swim with your brothers and your sisters and your cousins. Talk about undiscovered, unknown Thailand. Oi! What's he gonna do? Be careful! I swear to God, I better not have a boy when I have kids. Bloody hell, give me a heart attack. Is he gonna jump off that tree? This kid has literally no fear. Oh my God. I swear to God, I better have girls. He just gave me a big bottle of water, bless him. And now he's leading me into the jungle. Looks safe. God, it's so slippy. Ah, so I'm Mac. Let's go have a look at this waterfall. Oi. It's so good that you can still have these kind of experiences in Thailand because, you know, if you're just going to the touristy places, you won't have stuff like this. You won't have experiences like this. He says it's up to your chin, so take a picture, yeah. Cheers! Bubble cap, Sanuk Mac. Okay. Adventure in the Mekong complete. Are you ready? Right, let's head back through the forests, back down the streams and back towards Zelda. We've still got so much to see, and this region of Thailand is surprising me so much. I just can't wait to find out what we're going to see next. Okie dokie. I just need to take a little bit of a break. I am a bit shattered. And it's also the perfect opportunity to say big thank you to the video sponsor today, Klook. Whether you're traveling to the beautiful country of Thailand like me, or you're going to Japan, Europe, or anywhere, you need to download Klook. It's one of the best places to book your accommodations, your transport, your activities, and you can just make sure that your whole trip runs really smooth. Just type in the destination that you're going to, and then you'll start to find guided tours, accommodations, activities, eSIM deals, and of course, unique experiences in those amazing places. And you can book all of these things ahead of time so that when you land, everything's confirmed, you've got your spot, and you don't need to worry, and you have less stress when you're on location. And you can save even more money on Klook using my exclusive code Paddy Doyle on selective bookings. So download Klook today and make your next trip as stress-free as possible. Thanks to Klook for sponsoring this adventure. In the distance, I did spot something on a mountain. It looked like a temple, but not any normal temple. And my spider sense was tingling. I kind of had the feeling that this would be worth stopping at. You have to be very, very quiet. So I've just come away from people. There's monks here, there's people meditating. This is one of the most beautiful temples I've ever seen. And I wasn't going to come here at all. I didn't even know it existed. I was just driving along and I saw this thing up on the mountain and I thought, wow, what is that? Look at it. Let's go find out what's inside. So this statue of Buddha is actually 20 meters long, and it's made completely by white marble imported from Italy. And as you can see, it's really common for Thai people to come up here to pray, to meditate, and to admire the art and just the beautiful, serene environment. This is one of the best temples I've ever seen in the flesh. What a temple. I mean, come on, I don't stop at most temples, but when I was driving past and I saw the blue roof, I thought, that looks beautiful, let's come up and check it out. But I've never seen such a beautiful reclining Buddha statue in all of my life, and it is 100% made out of marble. It's out of this world. If this was in Bangkok, it would be the #1 temple. It's that beautiful. Completely free to come here as well. And I just love the fact that it's up on this mountain, overlooking the basin and down over into the Mekong. You can also see they're about to close. Look at the little isolated rainstorms. That's why when it rains, it never rains for very long, because you just drive through it. Epic. This is a top 10 temple in Thailand. Low key, it's incredible. Right, let's get back on the road. It's getting darker, and not just because of the storms, but because it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Here in Thailand, the sun sets around 6 p.m. So ideally, I'd like to find a place to stay. Somewhere on the river would be nice. Okay, found a little hotel right on the water's edge. 700 baht. And look at the view. It's funny, at this time of day, the Mekong looks blue. The blue skies, the storms have passed, and it's just a magical view. Not bad for 700 Thai baht. There's also a little bit of a market up the road and some kind of restaurant, hopefully. And I'm just gonna have a bite. And that was a really fun day, but I'm tired.
Don't you wait until the morning light.
Yeah, this was actually our first decent sunrise here on the Mekong, and I mean, look at it. We were just being spoilt. What a stunner. From my hotel, I could see up to a nearby mountain that looked like it had some cool buildings on it. Now my drone can fly pretty far, so I actually flew it 2 kilometers away from my hotel to get a closer look. I do this sometimes to see if a place is actually worth going up to, and as you can see from these amazing drone shots, I can tell that this is probably somewhere we're going to have to visit. I had a feeling the view would be nice when I flew the drone this morning, but now that I've come up here, I'm completely blown away. There's a rock here. Should we go on it? Years ago, I would never do this, but I kind of overcame my fear of heights. I think doing a skydive was the medicine for that. So here you can see there's 2 little viewpoints, one up there and one right here. And the temple grounds are right here. There's a few Thai people. Just taking a break from meditating or praying to come take a picture. If you're scared of heights, just close your eyes for 2 seconds. And there's the view. The mighty Mekong. Down there's the little village we stayed in last night. There's the main road, and we'll keep following that all the way to the next town. This is the exact reason why traveling around Thailand is the best country. Everywhere you go, every province, every town, it just seems to have a viewpoint, a beautiful temple, a hidden treasure, a fun, unique experience, beautiful wildlife, incredible nature, epic views, delicious food, incredible people. This country has it all. And it's just, I can't wait to just continue to rediscover my love for this country as we continue down the Mekong. Let's wave at the camera. Hello! Let's take a picture. Okay, pose in the distance. Like, oh, what's that? Oh, look, there's an eagle. Stoic look into the distance. That's where we're going, over there. This whole temple is literally perched on this cliff here. Oh, my legs are starting to shake. Okay. I'm just thinking of another way to explain how good Thailand is to travel. And if you consider Nong Khai, right, this province that I'm in, it's a region that's not known. Most tourists have never come up here. And on paper, there's not much to see, there's not much to do. So you could compare it to somewhere in England like Barnsley or Huddersfield, right? And no hate to those towns, I've been to them, beautiful people, great place. But if you go to Barnsley and if you go to Huddersfield, you don't get stuff like this. You just don't. And here in Thailand, no matter where you go, it just is relentless. There's a monk behind me just meditating and chanting away, whilst also making sure that everyone's behaving themselves. But as you can see, nobody here. Nobody here. And look at it. This is the temple I saw this morning and the one that I filmed from the drone. And I thought that was it. I thought, okay, we'll come up here, we'll have a little look, see if it's anything worth visiting or worth mentioning. And, you know, that's beautiful. But to me, this thing here, it's just gorgeous. Let's just quickly pop our heads in and see what's going on. And as you would expect, a beautiful temple where millions of dollars have been spent on it, on design, on sculpture. You know, it's not until you actually get really up close to these things and you realize every tile has been hand painted, hand sculpted. You know, this wave, you know, just every detail. The beauty is in the detail when you come to Thailand, because things look beautiful from afar, and then when you get close up and you realize, you know, this has all been handmade, hand designed in clay and steel. I don't know who funds all this stuff. Honestly, Thailand's a poor third world country, they say. Have you been here? To say this is in the middle of nowhere is an understatement. But welcome to Din Phiang Cave.
We will have an official take you down.
Okay.
We will go down as a group.
Okay, Cap. Seriously, Google Translate is a game changer. For so many years now, whenever I've travelled anywhere, you can just get past the barrier of confusion with that simple tool. Looks like we're going to get a guided cave experience. This is so cool and so random. Okay, they told me to wait for a group of people to go into the cave, and a group of people have arrived, and they've taken one look at the cave, and they've said, no, we don't want to go in there. So I'm going to have my own little tour with this fella here. And we've had to take our shoes off, which is a bit worrying. Let's go into the cave. Okay. Instant regret. It's deep. Oh God. Okay. Wow. That was insane. Okay, so my nice camera died of battery, but this is one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. I don't know what these stringy things are. It looks like maybe it might be like a silkworm or an insect. And they've lit it in such a cool way. And I'm just following this man, this young boy, as my guide. Obviously it's extremely claustrophobic, but it's something quite magical. I'm loving the water that we're wading through as well. It makes it such a cool experience. No wonder those people didn't want to come in the cave. This is. I've been in a few caves. Never been in a cave like this. Help! Okay. Help! Oh. Oh, no. Cannot. My. No. My owl. He just pointed at this like thing on the floor, and he was like, okay, we're gonna crawl on the floor and go underneath this thing. And I was like, no. Because number one, I'm terrified. Number two, I don't want to get soaking wet and dirty because I have to literally go on my belly. And thirdly, I'm literally carrying my stupidly expensive camera, which I can't get broken. So thankfully, those three things combined, he politely said, okay then, we'll go a different way. Oh, look at that. All the way down that tunnel, if I zoom in, There's a statue of Buddha down there. That's so cool. Wow, this is the coolest tunnel. This is the coolest, scariest thing I've ever done. I was just thinking, I'm so glad there's no insects in here. And then there was a giant huntsman just run over my foot and I screamed like a bitch. It is equal parts terrifying and the coolest thing you've ever done. I'm alive! I'm alive! That was insane. That was really terrifying. Okay, that was absolutely insane. Only in Thailand would they allow you to go into a cave with a 16-year-old boy who doesn't speak any English, no safety training, a flashlight on his phone, Google Translate along the way, telling me about mind your head here, don't break your ankle here. Look at this millipede, by the way. When the huntsman ran over my leg, he stopped and he used Google Translate and he said, oh, don't worry, it's not that poisonous. I was like, not that poisonous? How much is not that much poisonous? Anyway, you give 100 baht to the temple in a box and then you can tip your guide. So I gave him 300 bahts because that was such a great experience. He's a young lad and his eyes lit up. He was like, whoa, that's $10, but I'll never forget that. That was amazing. Do I recommend you come and do it? No. It's a complete health and safety hazard. If you've got a sense of adventure and you don't really care about dying, then yeah, do it. It was pretty terrifying, especially when he got to the part where he was like, right, let's climb under this thing. And I was like, no way. And I just kept thinking about earthquakes happening right now. Started to get a little bit panicky. Guys, if you're enjoying this series in the Mekong and you want to continue, just do me a tiny favor, just like the video. If you're not subscribed, hit that button. But just honestly, watching and liking the videos helps them reach more people. Okay, we made it to Nong Khai. This is a beautiful city and it's very big and popular because it connects Thailand with Laos. There's a friendship bridge and this is where all of the trade and oil and goods and services and people cross. The Mekong is a beautiful, huge, long river, but there are very few bridges that go over to Laos. And this is one of the only bridges. And we'll continue from Nong Khai up the Mekong even more towards Bun Can. And that place is just full of beautiful things. So I'm sure more adventures, more surprises along the way. So thank you so much again for watching this adventure. It's been 2 action-packed days. I'm gonna go edit that video and the one before it. And I'll see you on the next adventure as we continue out of Nong Khai up towards Bun Can. And if you can't wait to watch that episode, don't worry, you can click here and watch it right now.